Happy Monday. So this week I want to talk about what it takes to make an impact. And actually I'm going to narrow that because there's a lot of things that you can do to make an impact, but I want to narrow it to the scope of what it means to be a solution-driven leader. So make an impact by delivering solutions, not just problems, right? So this came to me following a podcast I listened to on a recommendation of a friend and colleague. Shout out to Jen Strickler. She is awesome for podcast recommendations. This one came from her last week, and it's Brene Brown and Liz Wiseman on impact players. And it just is full of amazing ideas on how to be an impact player and really the difference that those team members make for the organization, for the team as a whole, just in life. So the one thing that really resonated the strongest with me was the idea of being a solution-driven leader. So, and it doesn't matter what position you play. I mean, as a project manager, this is actually critical to your project success, so that when you're looking at the lens of your project and you're seeing problems occur, first things first, we're not just racing past them and hope they go away, right? We have to acknowledge that this is an issue that has to be addressed. But then before we start waving the flag of oh my God, all these things are wrong, before we start going to our team members and communicating all the issues or concerns or the problems, we are sitting down and thinking about what are some potential solutions and what can I do to make a positive impact on where we're at? How can I clear the path or help us through this issue that we're having? So it's that as you bring that to the team, the energy that you're bringing to the team is one of solution mindset, solutioning together. You're going to be inspiring and motivating them to come up with ideas as well. So come to the team and you've got this major issue and you come with the, oh my gosh, we have this major issue and it's awful and what are we going to do about this? I don't have any idea. When you come with that energy, you're going to get that energy back. Unless you have an impact player on that team that can help elevate that energy, that can help identify, hey, we've got this, let's think about some things we can do about it. But if you, as the project manager, or you as a team member can really get people in that mindset, you have to identify what is that boulder in the front of us. We have to clear it to move forward. We can't just run into it. We've got to see it to clear it. So we see this issue, we bring it forward, but we bring it forward with the idea of, okay, so here's the issue. I've given it some thought. I have some ideas I want to share. And here's the second part that you really need to be mindful of. You can't demand that your idea is the only way forward, right? Because then you're closed, you're not learning, you're not opening the door to what your team might be bringing, things that you may not even know about. So you're saying, here is one potential solution, or here's two potential solutions. I would love to hear your ideas. What do you think? And here's what I want to do to help move us forward. So now you're a solution-driven leader in the fact that you're inspiring solutioning. You're bringing that energy of creative problem solving forward instead of, this is a problem and this is a problem, we're never going to be able to work through that. I mean, obviously, you can imagine that sets a completely different tone. So check out the Brene Brown and Liz Wiseman Impact Player podcast. That is amazing. And you may pull, there's so much great information and so many great challenges out there on how to be an impact player. But this is the one that really was prominent for me. It got me thinking about the people I admire, the leadership style that I hope to bring to my projects, which is, here is something that we are watching, or here is something that is a concern. I've given it some thought, and here's some potential solutions. And being open to hearing and actually listening to what your team has to tell you as well. because together then you're going to bring that forward. You're going to solve that problem in a much better way. That's growth for you. That's growth for the team. That's better for the organization. It's better overall. So that's your challenge this week. I want you to think about being a solution-driven leader, which means when you come across a problem, because you likely will be, our weeks are generally filled with opportunities to learn this skill. But if you have an issue that comes up, before you race off and dump it off on somebody else, you sit with it, you think about 2 potential options, how you're going to make a positive impact on it, and then you bring those ideas to the team. Gather the team, communicate the issue, communicate your ideas, and see what they have to say about it, see what ideas they have. So that's the challenge for the week. Go make an impact. Have a great week.